Hi guys, it's Mary. Thanks for stopping by. So if you've watched the last couple of videos that I have posted, I mentioned that I was doing a 4-day virtual card making event put on by Scrapbook and Cards Today called Crop and Create. And I think this is the 7th one that I've done. But I mentioned that when I completed all the regular class cards that I would show you all so you could see just a sampling of what goes on. This is the first year that they've done, well, I guess last October they did a 4-day event. So they've done 2 4-day events. This is not the norm, but they were taking a break out of doing it twice a year, and now it's going to be a 3-day event when they do the spring one in March. And I think it's going to be 12 or 13 classes. But there's so many different companies that participate. So now, normally I will follow as close as possible to what the instructors are showing us. You get supplies for every class. You do need your own inks and adhesive and a couple of other things, But basically all the main ingredients that you need, like the dies, the stamps, stencils, sometimes paper, all that is included. So it makes it worth the money, and you get a lot of new products to play with that have not been released yet, and some are never released to the public. But then there are some, because there's all different styles and different techniques, not every style matches, what you might like. And so in that case, I have changed up a few papers and stuff. And when that happens, I'll show you what the instructor used. I am not a mixed paper pattern person, and that's just me personally. In fact, most of the time I don't use, in card making, I don't use pattern paper a lot. And so mixing up patterns just isn't comfortable for me. So I'm on the West Coast, and the classes start early at 6 a.m. But the good thing about it is that they're on YouTube. So the minute the class is over with, you can see it again. It's not live, obviously, but I don't usually participate in the live chat while I'm going along with them, only because it slows me down. Some people can do both. But the good thing also is that you could pause it if you get behind and then just catch up. And so their classes are, for this event, are an hour and a half with a half-hour break, which is nice because you can go get a snack, tend to the dogs, say hello to the family if you have one living with you, and go to the bathroom. So, and it gives you time, if you are running behind, that you could catch up. So, that being said, let's get to it. So the first class on Thursday was from Pink and Maine, and these are the cards. That I made. Now, the format is basically the same as Michelle is the owner and taught the class. This is almost identical except for the fact that of the paper. This one, I haven't put a sentiment on it, so that's what this open space is for. And but I changed the paper, and this is a full shaker card, and I changed the paper on this one. So let me quickly show you what she used. So as you can see, it's a louder print. than I'm used to, so I went with something, you know, smaller patterns. But that's basically the only difference. So that was Pink and Main. And then the second class of the day was from Scrapbook.com. And that was Laura Graff was the teacher. And it is kind of a fall, but not fall theme. And we did this bear. We did this fox. Oh, that's another class. And then we did this one. And where Michelle gave instructions on, you know, making a shaker card, if you've never made one before. These cards, she focused on techniques. So this one opens up and it has this cute little kind of floating bear in it. So then this bear card had a little pop-up of the fox, and the die, we got the die to, this die is just a rectangle, and it's made to just cut on the sides but not the top and bottom, so that was the highlight of that. And then this one is just a simple, this one is supposed to have a balloon. I haven't figured out if I'm going to do the balloons or not, depending on if it's a birthday card or not. So, and I did change it up a little bit as far as paper-wise, because in her, she used the background of this paper, and it just, I couldn't mix the prints. It just wasn't in me. So, but they were cute. All right, so that was Scrapbook.com. And then next was Tailored Expressions. And her class was all about big sentiments being the focal point of a card. So we made a hurrah card, a just a note card, and then a little shaker that said, hey. And so we got the dies to do the sentiments, and then we got a stencil that did all the different colors for the letters. And these were pretty much exactly how she did her cards. So, and then after Tailored Expressions, it was Lawn Fawn. And Lawn Fawn is just, they're so cute, and but so fiddly with little pieces. But I'd say this, of all the classes I've done with Lawn Fawn, I think this was my very favorite. So we did these three using the same sentiment, Be Merry. So we got all the little stamps and die cuts for the little mice, the stencils for the lights and the little greenery, and they are exactly as she designed them. So those I thought turned out really cute. And I will be using this again because I really did like it. So So the last class of the day on Thursday, so I think there was only, oh, there was a mini class I didn't do on Thursday. All right, so on my stack is getting, hold on, my stack is getting big. Let me put these over here before they get all crumbled up together. Friday's first class was Crafter's Companion, and that was Sarah. And we used, we got samples of her new Duet Color Bloom ink pads. And then we made these 3 cards, and we got a whole huge, like 8x8 thing of all kinds of different butterflies, because, you know, that is her signature, is butterflies. So, so we watercolored, and, you know, I don't know. This was the duets. They're supposed to color bloom, and like you can see, like this one, it had pink. This one had yellow, but it's not what I thought. You know, it's kind of, I don't know. It's a little free-flowy for me, but they turned out okay. They turned out okay. And then I like this little butterfly lifts up. So all 3 pieces of the butterfly lift up. So that was our early morning class with her. And like I said, you got 4 different little mini cubes of the duets so that you could try them and see how you like them, you know. All right, so that was the duets, and then spellbinders. There was a lot of cutting in spellbinders. So we made this card and this card, and these were exactly as was the one from Crafter's Companion, exactly as designed. And so Wildflowers was their, you know, theme. It was called Field Notes. This die is so cool. We got this die. We got all the dies, obviously. But it looks like little tiny individual flowers, but it all cuts this one section all by itself. So this is 2, and then they had us cut some flowers, so it looked like they were blowing in the wind. But this one, it's supposed to be a field guide, and so it opens up, but it looks like it's wrapped with the cord. So we got the die for this also. So that was pretty cool. Lots of little fiddly bits, and you know, I'm not the best with them, but it was worth it. So that was Spellbinders, and then the next class was LDRS, and I only have 2 cards for her because the one card which was so pretty, she had us watercolor, and it was an epic fail. Epic. So it's like I can't even. So we made this card and this card. And then the epic fail was supposed to be this card, which she had us watercolor, and then take a black marker pen and color all this in, which I never even got that far. It was a fail of mega proportions just in the watercoloring. So I'm going to have to do that one, try it again. But they also had, you know, we got all this package, but then they had add-on things that you could buy after with a discount. And I bought the stencils to go with this one and the die to cut the flower out. And then the dies to go with the sentiment stamps. So because I don't know how many more epic watercolor failures I can have. So anyway, in this one we inked the inside, the reverse side of the embossing folder to get this look. And then this one we watercolored, you know, and then put it through the embossing folder. They're not my favorites, but that, you know, it was fun. And then the next one was Simon Hurley and Ranger, and we got I think it was 2 of his Astro Pace. So we made this one, and this one. And there was a 4th bonus card, but it too was an epic fail. So I didn't spend any more time on it. I thought these were cute and I was happy with them. And this is the Astro Paste here and on here. This one I think was clear. Anyway, they were very cute. I just thought they were very, very cute. And then we got the stamp, the confetti stamp. So that is Ranger and Simon. And then the next one was Gina K. And if you know Gina K, I wouldn't have even had to tell you they were Gina K, because you would have known just by looking. And you would have said, oh, that's a Gina K card. And so we did a silhouette, which I have not decided what I'm going to put down here yet. And then we did these 2. Now these are pretty much exactly what she did, except she did the stamp kissing, which she's done before, which made a pattern on the leaves and the flowers. And I did that the last class that she taught us to do that. And I just wanted to do different colors, and I didn't want to do that this time. So, and this is a background stamp that's all these 4 patterns at one time, which I thought was different. So, all right, so that is Gina K. Whoops. Oh, all right. And then, let me see who was next. Oh, Honeybee was supposed to be next. We didn't end up because she lost power because of the storm. Her cards are very cute, very cute. So we did Baking Spirits Bright, Whisking You a Sweet Birthday, and this Hoosier Cabinet. So as you can see, there was lots of little pieces to cut out, but they were very cute. But okay, so this is supposed to be a shelf with all your little dishes hanging up and stuff on your mixer. This cabinet opens up. Let me see if I can. These open up, and they've got dishes and things in them. And then this one opens up for your bowls. So, I mean, this was so cute to do. And I don't know if you can see, there's a pattern in the doors. And then each of these little dots was put on individually, the little knobs. It was very labor intensive. And I told my friend, it's like, this card stays with me, because unless I can find somebody that would truly appreciate all the work and love that went into this card, it's not leaving home. Not leaving home. So, and I'm sure you feel that way about your cards too. There are some people that truly appreciate it. My best friend kept every card that I ever made. But unfortunately, she's no longer around. She passed away several years ago, so. All right, and so then Stephanie Stephanie from Stamps of Life. I only did 2 of her cards, and I changed up the paper because she loves to mix her paper up, and it just makes me have a headache. So we got the die to make this stand up, and then it folds into just a A2, and then that die, we put 2 panels together to make this, which I thought was a cute idea. So I did, like I said, change the papers, because this is what I used, and this is what Stephanie used. And so, like I said, I mean, I'm just not a paper person, and I'm certainly not a mixed paper person. So, and this was just laying one paper on the other paper. There was nothing, you know, interactive, so I didn't do that one. Yeah, so that was that. And I think, let me see, I thought there was a picture where she shows the inside of what she did. Oh yeah. So this one here, this is what she did. So it was like she alternated. So it was this on the outside, which I couldn't do. It was just too much for me. So, but you know, that's the good thing about card making. There's no right or wrong way, and you just do your thing. And you know, some people like pattern paper, and some of us shy away from it, and I'm one of those. So, all right, so Brutus Monroe, I did 2 out of 3 of his cards, and his husband passed away. I think it was in March or April. So his cards are kind of an inspirational, lean on me and look for them in the leaves. It was a nice story that he told. So we did get, these are rub-ons. And then this was the stamps and dies. So we got the rub-ons, we got the stamps, and then we got the dies, and then we got ink. And this color here is like all the inks. I just kind of did all 3 of them together, and it just turned out really, really pretty, I thought. So that was that, and that takes us to Sunday. And Sunday always leads off with Kathy Z, because she says she sees Z as Sunday morning, and she even sings the song. So, and she was doing Conquer the Ninth, which she always does. And I just thought these turned out just so cute. So we got the die that cut, you know, imprinted all of this. And then we got the dies for the balloons and the cupcakes and stuff. And then this is, and all the leaves and everything. So this is all of the dies to cover, you know, all of this panel. And then we got a stencil to do this background. So her class is always very chill and relaxing and a lot of fun. So that takes us to Picket Fence, and that was an interesting one. I did 2 out of her cards. So we got her paper glaze. We got 3 different colors, which was really nice to be able to try the different colors. And then she has this new thing where there's the sheet of these 4 different backgrounds. And so they were the main focus. They're called Freckled Friends, and this is Annie, artist Annie. Yeah, so I made 2 of them. And I had them both. I chose not to do this one because I don't have a need for, this type of card. But, it's good to have, but I thought 2 was plenty. This is what the sheet looks like. There's like 4 different backgrounds, and then you cut them apart, and then you can get sheets of the girls, or we also got the stamp if we wanted to, for the future, to stamp and, color with markers or whatever. So that is picket fence. And then Libby, who used to be with Hero Arts, actually taught she started working a while ago, Libby Hickson, with My Favorite Things, and so she did sympathy cards. But they're a little bit more than just a plain sympathy card. So this is just a card panel because the card is here on the inside, which I thought was different. And then we did that one. And then this one that has the little belly band, and then you can decorate here, and then you can write your message in here if you want. Or you can just leave it plain. But those were fun to make. Little interactive cards. So, I guess they're having financial problems, and so they're restructuring, and so she is now with Pink and Main and Michelle, the first set of cards that I showed you. So, and then the last class was Hero Arts, which normally Libby would have taught, but now Shannon Pelletier. And I didn't particularly care for her cards, so I kind of went rogue. Here were her cards. This one was fine. I don't know. I think by the end of the last day, you're just worn out, But I did make cards, but I combined Brutus Monroe's stamps with some of her, her stuff. So, and then I took some flowers that I had from years ago from Crafter's Companion, the decoupage flowers, and just totally went rogue. So, so that's what hers look like, and these are what mine look like. So these are the stamps that came and the sentiment with her set. But like I said, I used the skeleton leaf stamp from Brutus Monroe, and then these are sunflowers from decoupage set from years ago from Crafter's Companion. So see, I do use some old products sometimes. So I did have to tone them down because they were pretty springy, but I toned them down to make them a little bit mellow. So okay, so that's it. That's enough, huh? So let me know in comments what your favorites were. either you can tell me what your favorite companies were or the favorite card was. I'm interested because some of them I hold dear to my heart and love more than others. But that's the fun of doing one of these events, is because you get to try companies that you may not ever have purchased from, and you can see their style. You know, when I first started, Altenew and Pink Fresh used to do these events, and now they've branched out and they have their own events that they do. So they don't, Altenew did give them some product for a mini class that Michelle Andrews or Megan Andrews taught, but I haven't done that little mini class yet. But you get to try so many different things, different styles, different papers, different colors. Just, you know, get to know, and then from there it's like, oh, I really like so and so's products. They match, you know, my aesthetic or whatever. I don't care for this, or, you know, instead of going out and buying something and then realizing, ugh, I'm never going to use this again. So that's what I like about doing them. So I've already signed up for the March one. So if you're interested, you can go to scrapbookandcards.com and then events, and I think it'll tell you they just opened it up for alumni. So I think it'll be a week or two before you could find it. But if you're interested in doing something like that, this is a good one. Next weekend, I'm doing Altenew's Cozy Comfort, which I did last year. That's just a one-day event, I think. Yeah, I think it's just a one-day event. Usually they're 1 or 2 days, except for, like I said, this big one. So anyway, so that's it. Those are all the cards. Let me know if you participated too, because there were some names that looked familiar, you know, that would come up in one of the chats as we were working, you know, that I've seen like in other Facebook groups and stuff. So let me know if you participated in this one, and if you've done any of the other ones before. Yeah. And like I said, let me know what your favorite card was, or your favorite company, or let me know what companies you've never heard of before this. So, all right, so that's it. So thank you for stopping by. If you are a subscriber, thank you. If you haven't subscribed yet, you can hit that subscribe button. If you hit the bell, it'll send you notifications when there's a new video to watch. Thumbs up means you like the video. YouTube likes that little thing, because it lets them know that you like a video, and they'll promote it. So it's very helpful for us. And then the share button is right there, that you can easily share a video. So, all right, that's it for this time. So thank you for stopping by. Until next time, stay safe, stay well, and happy crafting. Bye-bye.